In March 2025, Tesla's stock crashes by 15% in a single trading day, eroding $127 billion from its market value. Investors started panicking and rushed to sell their shares because a battery manufacturer from Asia had arrived to challenge Elon EV empire, and almost no one saw it coming. No one, except a man who placed his bet 17 years earlier, when the whole world thought he'd finally lost his edge. Back in 2008, when the global economy was collapsing and every investor was running for cover, Warren Buffett quietly wrote a $232 million check to a Chinese company most Americans couldn't even pronounce. Wall Street thought Buffett had lost his mind, but they wouldn't have ever imagined the value of that $232 million was going to turn $7 billion one day. Buffett wasn't just gambling. He was betting on a man named Wang Chuanfu. Chuanfu grew up in rural China, facing hardships and poverty, but he had a dream to change the world, following his ambition. Wang Chuanfu started BYD in 1995 with $300,000 and a handful of engineers. Within 8 years, they were the world's second-largest supplier of phone batteries, powering Nokia, Motorola, Samsung, the biggest names of that era. Their strategy was simple: reverse engineer Japanese battery technology and make it cheaper and faster than anyone else. But this wasn't what caught Buffett's attention. Many companies made batteries at that time, but only one company was quietly building an entire EV supply chain from the ground up. From mining lithium to producing raw materials, controlling every step of supply chain, Buffett saw the future of EVs and knew one thing for certain: the winner wouldn't be whoever made the coolest car. It would be the one who controlled battery, supply chain, and the manufacturing. And in 2008, there was only one company in the world that controlled all three key components under one roof: BYD. On the other side, Tesla had none of them. They outsourced everything. Buffett could see it, but no one believed him. Everyone thought Tesla was untouchable. After all, they had Elon Musk. They had the hype and the technology everyone wanted. What they didn't have was the infrastructure BYD had been building for 13 years. Tesla would one day depend on. Now here's where BYD vertical integration strategy comes into play. While Tesla was busy perfecting the idea of an electric car, BYD was doing something very different. Something boring nobody bothered to pay attention to. They were building total EV's supply chain control. Tesla had all the hype and investor money. What they didn't have was control over the supply chain. Tesla designed and built the best cars for sure, but to run them, they needed to outsource everything inside it. Like batteries came from Panasonic, chips which run as the brain of car came from NVIDIA, and lithium, the most critical component in EV batteries, they had to negotiate it with mining companies in China. Every single critical component in Tesla cars came from a different supplier, which meant Tesla's operating costs are controlled by other companies, not by them. Also, their innovation speed and production capacity is limited. Their supply chain could be disrupted in minutes. And it happened. Tesla faced major setback in operations due to shortage of semiconductors chips in 2021. TSMC, NVIDIA, and Samsung couldn't supply enough chips due to global chip shortage, which resulted into delays in production at Tesla Fremont and Shanghai factory. BYD, on the other hand, made batteries, chips, semiconductors, motors, steel, and mined the lithium themselves. And it gets crazier. BYD have their own lithium mines. They control the raw materials that go into every single car they make. This meant one thing: BYD could manufacture cars 20 to 35% cheaper than Tesla, with same quality but at lower cost. After securing full control in supply chain, BYD unveiled something that changed the dynamics of EV vehicles and even made Tesla as their customer, the same company that once laughed at their business. In 2020, BYD launched Blade Battery. This wasn't an ordinary battery. In their demo video, BYD literally drove a nail through it and it didn't catch fire. Meanwhile, there are plenty of incident lithium-ion batteries catching fire while driving. Also, lithium-ion batteries are far more expensive to manufacture compared to the Blade Battery. The Blade Battery is fast to charge and has over 3,000 charge cycles compared to Tesla's 1,500 cycle. BYD cars can charge up to 80% in just 10 minutes and cover 600 kilometers in a single charge. After witnessing this incredible feat of innovation, Tesla also started using BYD Blade batteries in their own Model Y cars. That was the moment the industry should have realized what was coming next. By 2023, BYD became the #1 battery manufacturer for plug-in hybrids and #2 overall in the world. But batteries are only half the story. The real domination of BYD came from price. Tesla pitched itself as a company of affordable electric cars, but the Model 3 costed roughly $40,000 in US and around $32,500 in China, which is still a lot of money. Meanwhile, BYD walked in with Queen L, priced at $16,500, a car half the price of Model 3, providing the same range with safer battery. And this isn't just in China. In every single market where both Tesla and BYD sell cars, BYD has the cheapest option. For the first time in history, Tesla was no longer the world's largest EV maker. BYD had overtaken them. The three advantages of BYD, which was blade battery, material control, and aggressive pricing, built up to the moment of Tesla downfall. When the Q4 2023 numbers came in, everyone was shocked. For the first time in history, BYD sold more electric vehicles than Tesla. Furthermore, Tesla dominated China's EV market with a peak share of around 16% in 2020, while BYD was stuck at roughly 13%. Fast forward to 2025. BYD now commands nearly 32% of the market, while Tesla has fallen to just 6.1%. What was once seen as Tesla's strongest growth engine has become BYD's stronghold, highlighting a decisive shift in competitive power within the world's largest EV market. But why did this all happen? Was it just because of price and batteries? Well, the actual reason is quite simple. Tesla made one critical mistake. They bet everything on just two cars, the Model Y and Model 3. Both the models were expensive, and there was no flexibility left for buyers. Either you buy this or that, no any other cars for display. Meanwhile, BYD made 30 different models to cater every segment at every price point to every buyer. In sedan segment itself, BYD has 4 different car options: BYD Seal, BYD Kin, BYD Han, BYD Destroyer 05. Yeah, Destroyer. While Tesla trying to sell the same expensive cars to everyone, BYD manufactures different cars for different people with different budgets. And when you control your entire supply chain, you can experiment and get things done faster. The latest projections for 2025 say it clearly. BYD is expected to overtake Tesla as the world's leading battery electric vehicle brand, with 15.7% global market share. Remember that $232 million investment by Buffett? It is now valued over $7 billion today, a 30x return in 17 years. Finally, in March 2025, Buffett completely exited BYD, taking all the profits home. By now, you might be clear why Buffett invested in BYD when it was just a battery maker. Wall Street underestimated him. The man who had a legendary investment portfolio like Coca-Cola, Apple, and American Express wouldn't play a blind gamble all of a sudden. Wall Street was chasing the hype, celebrity CEO, and revolutionary technology. Buffett was playing old school, looking at the fundamentals, supply chain, cost structure, and market dynamics. Watch more videos here.